And we are back on our episode of NBA 2K14. And the earlier episode, last episode, you saw the Dallas Mavericks beat the San Antonio Spurs 106 to 92 as Tim Duncan got 15 points. Manu Ginobili also 15 and won a huge dominate. Dirk Nowitzki and Monte Ellis won a huge night to stop the winning streak for the San Antonio Spurs. And now we're keeping still the second place in the Southwest Division. And now for the main event of the day, but first we need to get the rotation. If Kobe is in here, we'll find Kobe Bryant. We'll Kobe in for the hurt and resume the common play. Which will we replace? I'm gonna get Jody Meeks out. I'm gonna get that Kobe in here, and then need to replace with Antoine Jamison. We're gonna keep to up to 15 minutes and switching him into Pau Gasol in. We're gonna keep in here to 30 minutes in. Following the injury, we'll be returning to here. And now, as you can see, Kobe Bryant resumed the play after the injury due to the lower back strain, and now the name changed to back spams. And now, for the second game of the day, hits the Toyota Center in Houston. This was the rematch of first matchup between those two at Toyota Center when James Harden hit the game-winning shot at the buzzer to defeat the Lakers 97-99. Let's check out the last game. Let's check out some last game for the Rockets. James Harden scored 32 and 10 with the game-winning shot last second play against the Lakers. Dwight Howard got 20 points and 8 assists. Nick Young got 31 and Kobe Bryant got 25 and 8. One a huge day for the Houston Rockets with a huge stunner against the Lakers. So now, let's see if the rotation for the Rockets, and unfortunately, Jeremy Lin still not play because of injury due to the... Wait. Let's see some injury reports. Jeremy Lin will be... Let's check out the Jeremy Lin injury cause. It was broken finger. Will be re-healed out for 1 to 2 weeks. Then meanwhile, Chandler Parsons, I forgot to sub in. Still hurt. I wouldn't keep in play if they replace plays in the lineup. Which one do you want the lineup? I'm gonna go with this one, Williams, to swap out to for Garcia. Announcement that will be changing up to 10 minutes to change to this Chandler Parsons if the injury is not healed. Alright, so second game of the day, main event of the night for the fixtures here in Toyota Center in Houston. We got Kobe Bryant, Steve Nash of the Los Angeles Lakers take on Dwight Howard and James Harden of the Houston Rockets. That should be interesting. And that'll do it for now. This is Andre Kenshin for this game. The Lakers gonna use the purple shirts, and the Rockets gonna use the white shirts. That will be interesting. Hopefully, if history repeats itself before James Harden's game-winning shot again. Anyways, let's get started. Enjoy the video here at Toyota Center in Houston. And now we are sending over to Kevin Harden here in Houston. Anyways, enjoy the video and let's get started now.
Damon Bruce here. Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports. Welcome to Wednesday night here in the NBA. It's the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the Houston Rockets. And now let's toss it over to Kevin Harlan for the rest of the 2K crew. I'll catch you at the break.
It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Lakers come into town for this one. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball here with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. I'm Kevin Harlan. Our starting lineups will look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting five for both teams. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Beverly?
Well, defensively, he's a ball hawk. I mean, that mixture of anticipation and quick, strong hands makes him a threat to pick off a basketball any time from a ball handler.
And he is also a tireless worker under the glass, Steve. More than a few guys have been on the receiving end of one of his elbows when a rebound is up for grabs. He uses his body very well.
After this game, the Rockets head back out on the road, going up against a capable opponent. But you see their confidence. This one they feel they should win. They'll look to come out strong and show they're the better team.
And they can get themselves into a great position in the season series by winning this game. They already won the first one. 2 more to go after this one. So they'd be assured of a split at the very least if they can get a W here.
And Steve, you figure if they win the first 2 games of the series, they're most likely going to do better than a split. I mean, they can take the first step toward that tonight.
And here's Young, following the three from Parsons.
Watch out below. Get out of his way now.
No way that he was going to slow him down.
Not that time. They weren't about to take those points away from him.
Tell you what, you got to give the Houston Rockets a lot of credit, guys. After losing their franchise players to injury and age back in 09, they've managed to rebuild this team without tanking for lottery picks or going all the way to the bottom of the heap. Very impressive.
The Lakers with the ball after the three-pointer from Beverly. Here's Gasol. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Gasol's got his first basket of the night.
Look at the combination of size and touch. That's why he's a great finisher down low.
And for the Rockets, they've been very shrewd acquiring undervalued players, trading for draft picks. Steve, all in the hopes of swinging big trades for superstars.
Well, then when they acquired James Harden, they finally got a cornerstone player. Now all of a sudden you throw in Dwight Howard, you've got another foundational player. So all these years of tinkering and trading and moving picks and moving players, it's finally paid off, and now he's got the team he was hoping to put together.
That's good, and it's Kobe with the assist.
4 makes on 4 tries. Everything's falling early. 100%. Can't do better than that.
Gasol drives in. Kobe with the bucket.
Very well done. He is a confident, dynamic scorer.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, a bit ago, Kevin McHale and I were able to catch up. One player he doesn't want to overlook is Pau Gasol. He said Pau has that hook shot that is nearly impossible to guard, and that most of their defense on Pau will be centered around denying him the ball and forcing him to catch it away from the basket. We'll see if they can execute that plan, guys.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Bryant. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Kobe's got his 3rd basket of the night. For the Houston Rockets, they come in off a good outing against New York.
Well, Kevin, they constructed a perfect offensive game plan going into that game, and it was quickly apparent how powerless the defense was to stop it.
Powerless is a good way to put it, Steve. We're unlikely to see that many uncontested baskets again anytime soon.
Nash hits to Kobe. There's the dish to Kaman. And it falls over the rim and in.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Taking advantage of the defense, really pounding it down low. You know, it's interesting. Kobe, the last few years, has gotten very loose in his opinions. He's not afraid to say it like it is. And I think one of the inflammatory remarks he made that caught a lot of attention was when he mentioned that the Olympic team back in 2012 was better than the '92 Dream Team.
A perfect 4 for 4 for him to start this game out.
Boy, he looks fresh and confident out there right now.
Harden dishes to Howard. Kaman's there. Unloads from 9, and it's Houston with another. And that was a bold thing to say going back to Kobe. Definitely got the meaning of talking Clark about, you get the feeling he actually believes that they were better.
You know, he might have been right, he might have been wrong. I mean, I think it comes back to the fact that Kobe has no problem saying things that might not be easily received. I'm not sure why anybody is surprised by that. I mean, you don't get to be an elite player without having very high confidence in your ability and your team.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Kevin, that game defensively was an absolute nightmare. They They went into that building and just got blown out by a very hot team.
Well, they didn't defend those shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started rocking and thumping and bumping, things only got worse.
And the Lakers making a change here. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Kaman. Jamison comes in for Pau Gasol. Wesley Johnson's checked in for Nick Young. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Kobe. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build a big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
Eventually,
Well, both teams still kind of feeling each other out here, and neither team has been able to find an edge in this game.
Hill a screen on Harden. Blake kicks to Johnson. He feeds it to Hill. Defended by Caspi. Shoots. Oh, yes, the turnaround. Hill's got his first 2 points of the night.
Everybody on the floor is hot. Incredible stuff here in the early stages.
Tell you what, both teams playing downhill. Who's going to blink first?
And yes, sir, that one drops.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc. It feels like he's finding the holes in this defense. Yeah, he had not established position.
You know, I prefer the refs to whistle with a block when in doubt. I thought that was a good call there.
Robert Sacre, he's checked in for the Lakers. Here's Farmar. It's rebounded by Monty Eunice.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Brooks with the bucket.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
I agree, guys. And when the points add up in a hurry, you start giving up easy looks from long range.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws here for the night.
Yeah, this is a very good free throw shooting team, guys. I mean, you look at the numbers, impressive.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
No good on the free throw. And the Rockets making a change here. And the second free throw, good. 8 seconds left in the first quarter. 3 for Caspi. And again, it's the Rockets from deep. Caspi. Here's Farmar. No good. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Rockets lead by 8. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter.
Coming up this Friday, January 10th, the Houston Rockets take on the Atlanta Hawks. Don't miss it.
And now the second quarter. Just getting set to start. Let's quickly break down. The game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
Yeah, this team played an excellent first quarter offensively, moving the ball and getting a good flow to their offense. That's why you see those big assist totals.
Yeah, very timely passing for them, Steve, and that's why they've been able to jump out to this lead.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Rockets, Chandler Parsons out there with Greg Smith. Then it's Brooks. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Howard in at the 5 down low. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. This could be a three-point play.
I'll tell you what, he takes a lot of punishment inside. When Howard gets the ball in deep, defenses are looking to foul him hard because of his difficulties at the free throw line.
And he's a devastating finisher when you let him power it up to throw it down. He's a former dunk contest champ, Steve, so you give him a chance to do that, he'll make you part of his highlight reel. You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist number. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Feeds it to Beverly. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Beverly's got 9 points.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And it's not just great offense, Clark. The defense is really lacking. Not enough energy on their closeout.
Jamison the pass to Blake. Johnson, 3-pointer. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Oh, the rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I thought it might be a little imprudent to try to get those points right back, but it worked.
Well, a chance to check out Dwight Howard here. His last month of basketball has been fantastic. First in field goal percentage, 10th in blocks, and he's in the top 15 in points per game. So he's a guy you have to account for defensively.
I don't think we can overlook the fact that he's the top field goal percentage shooter in the league. I mean, lights out. That's really the only way to describe it. He doesn't miss much.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And that one's good. Beverly.
You know, the more these three-pointers continue to drop, the more you can sense the frustration coming from this defense.
No question. No matter what they've thrown at him, they've not been able to take that shot away.
Nash outside. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home as they give him that much space.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark Power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Rockets leading by 4. Howard dishes to Beverly. Howard kicks to Brooks. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Howard's got 4 assists in the game.
He's been key for this team's offense the way he's distributed the ball.
Yeah, you know, the offense is just moving through him, Steve. No doubt.
Lakers trail by 7. Nash the pass to Young. There's the feed to Kobe. Back to Young. Lets it go from deep. And that one's good. Young's got 5 points so far.
Kobe with the brilliant assist that time.
Nash outside. Young, good look. Again, the Lakers.
You know, it might have been overlooked because of the way Steve Nash has been able to get everybody involved throughout his career, but he became just the 5th player ever to reach the 10K assist mark.
From deep, Brooks. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Boy, he's draining shots from long range. 2 in each of the first 2 quarters.
Back to Kaman. Passes it to Gasol. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Gasol's got his third basket of the night right there. And for Nash, with the injuries last season and his role more off the ball, his assists, Steve, were way down Wednesday.
But he passed Magic Johnson on the all-time list, and this season, passing Mark Jackson. So with health, who knows? Maybe he can someday catch Jason Kidd.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Omerosh, he's checked in for Smith. Husky comes in for Chandler Parsons. And it's Harden in for Aaron Brooks. Lakers trail by 6. Kobe dishes to Keenan. Back to Kobe. And there's the pass to Gasol. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Gasol's got 4 points this quarter. Rockets leading by 4. Kobe against Harden. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul.
Well, they've done a lot of things right in this game, but one thing they have to improve on is their ball security.
They've been lucky. They've had a lot of turnovers, but some of those mistakes just haven't come back to haunt them. But that could change in a hurry.
Jordan Hill, he's checked in for the Lakers. Gets it to go.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
Goes up on the wing, and it's Houston with another. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first half. Kobe attacking, and there's another one for the Lakers.
Good job pulling the trigger when the defense opened up for him. He had an opportunity, took advantage of it.
Harden outside. He's looking for Howard and finds him. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Howard's got 12 in the game.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
Back to Young. 4 seconds left. And that's 2 points on the layup. Young's got 10 points in the quarter.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
And out of bounds is Los Angeles Kings possession.
Just got a little careless on that pass. They should be able to connect on those.
And we're through 2 here and a good one. Rockets on top, leading by a point. And coming up after the break, it'll be Damon Bruce breaking down all the highlights from the first half of play.
Now, presented by Sprint. And it's been a great game out in Houston. Thanks for joining us. The Rockets in a hard-fought game against Los Angeles. 2 top-tier teams matched up in this one, giving the fans just what they hoped for. Dwight Howard simply been taking over against the defense of the Lakers. He has 12 points and is up to his usual tricks, dropping a lot of dimes all over the court. It's also been a strong start for the Lakers. A dramatic advantage in the paint. They're getting right in close and converting the kind of buckets they want. Nick Young has been tremendous in the first half. The bucket looks about 5 feet wide for him. He hasn't missed one shot. Can you believe it? And around the association we go. Scores and stories from around the league. The Mavericks picked up a win against the Spurs in San Antonio. They ended up just cruising to victory in that one. Dirk Nowitzki had the team hot. Now we'll shift to games currently in progress. The Boston Celtics are trailing the Clippers out in Los Angeles. I think we might be looking at a little garbage time before this one's over. And a look here at the other NBA action. Out in Brooklyn, it's the Nets trailing to Golden State. Down 11 in the fourth. Not a lot of hope to come back there. And that's all there is to it. Thanks so much for spending halftime with me. Now it's time to send you back out for the start of the third quarter.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. If you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And we're ready to get going once more. The players have a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. It's been one outstanding game from Beverly.
Well, the threes have been falling for him at a ridiculous rate. That first half was just amazing.
And when that's the case, here in the second, I think he's just got to keep spraying and splashing it.
And on the floor for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. Nash and Bryant in the backcourt. Inside the 7-footers, Gasol and Kaman. And it's Young in at the 3. gets the bucket.
And he's made the most of his chances, hasn't he? He really needs to continue to work for those good looks.
Howard kicks to Harden. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. 13 points for James Harden.
Now, he's one player who can get hot in a big hurry. It's like he has an on-off switch, and once it gets flipped on, he's tough to stop.
And Steve, even more than that, this is what I think of when I think of him. Late in the fourth quarter, time winding down. They've got one shot to win the game. He's your man. He's the guy I'm looking for to make it happen.
Pass to Howard. Converts on the jumper for the easy two. Howard's got 14 points for the game.
Really good awareness right there on the reception. Over the last 10 games, as we look at the Rockets, this is how they compare to the rest of the league. First in shooting percentage. First in three-point shooting. And they are in the top 10 in team points per game.
And the shooting is really what stands out to me. This is a team that does such a good job of finding open looks. They're unselfish. They work offensively to create good shots. And when they do that, they're on their game. They're tough to beat.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
And Parsons gets to Beverly. Here's Harden on the wing. And another three for Houston.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. He made all three of their shots.
You look at Harden's career, he was a gifted scorer at Arizona State, but with a slow start in his rookie season, and playing with two of the best players in the league in Oklahoma City, people seem to forget that he's always been a player who can light it up.
Parsons for three. That drops. Parsons got his second bucket of the night.
That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate to start the second half.
And finished off by Gasol.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make it a close game, a potential momentum builder.
And James Harden, the first ever draft pick by the Oklahoma City Thunder after the move from Seattle, certainly. To see him go so soon in his NBA career as he was reaching stardom had to be tough for fans. And we know, Clark, certainly for his team.
I agree wholeheartedly there, Kevin. And think of all the fans who wore fake beards on their faces, even buildings in OKC with beards adorning them. So Harden wasn't just a great player. His image was almost a mascot for the team as well.
Well, look at Steve, Clark. He's got the fake Harden beard on right now next to us. I mean, geez.
Beard the beard.
Here's Farmar. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Kicks it to Nash. Pass to Farmar. Dishes to Johnson. Good, and Farmar gets the assist. 6 points for Johnson.
Now, they're not showing too much respect for him defensively, are they?
Parsons, who's guarded by Johnson. Parsons passes to Kanan. And another three for Houston.
Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
He dishes it to Nash. He kicks to Garcia. Passes to Kanan. Back to Garcia. Farmar takes it away. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Farmar's got 5 points so far.
The soft finger roll is just one of the many finishing moves he has in his bag of shot making.
And the Lakers making a change here. Kanan's checked in. And this is a good time to bring you a rundown of the hottest three-point bombers from the shooting guard position over the course of the last 10 games. Fourth, James Harden, and of course, Nick Young.
These are the gunners, guys. They've got the green light at all times because we know what they can do beyond the arc.
Freedom given is freedom earned, Steve. By putting up those kinds of numbers, they've earned their freedom. And at that position, you got a job to do, and they do it well.
Nash drives in. That's good. He's got 7.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Kaman inside, and it's blocked by Cannon.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity they have.
Well, they need to be.
Jones dishes to Garcia. He passes to Caspi. Here's Kanan, defended by Young. 6 on the shot clock. Garcia's shot is good.
There's been a huge discrepancy between these teams in their effectiveness from the three-point line.
And you really notice it at that end of the floor where they continue to get open looks and knock them down.
Here's Kobe. 12 points for him. Launches it. And Nick Young, the bucket on the assist from Kobe. Kobe's got assist number 7 for him tonight. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one is on Kaman. The Rockets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
You know, he's as close to a sure thing as you can possibly have when he steps to the line.
Shot. Continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Rockets lead by 8. And do not go away as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next.
Coming up this Thursday night, January 9th, Kevin Durant and the Oklahoma City Thunder go up against the Denver Nuggets. Don't miss out.
Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Rockets.
Man, they keep piling up the assists, guys. Great ball movement.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
It's Ashik paired up in the front court with Howard. On either wing, Harden and Parsons. And it's Brooks in at the 1. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
He's one of the elite scorers in league history, able to create space for his shot with unbelievable footwork and ball handling ability, fundamentals, and of course, unfazed by an aggressive defender.
Well, he's used to being the focal point of the defense, so that doesn't bother him at all. Never phases him. And also doesn't phase him when he misses shots. He always believes he's a shot away from going on the road. And he's always hungry for buckets.
Jamison gets to play. Goes up on the high post, and he nails that one right through the net.
And this game is really heated up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, there's always room for more offense, Steve. You know that.
Tipped. Blake with the steal. Soft touch off the glass. Blake's got 4 this quarter.
Heads-up play on both ends there. Transition basketball, the steal and the quick push.
Steve, that's how it should be played. I mean, rapid-fire basketball.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Los Angeles calls timeout. Texas couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Rockets. That one was played down in Houston.
I thought overall, Kevin, it was mostly the defensive effort that hurt them. Just no energy, no purpose.
Steve, I thought they were late on their rotations. They didn't really communicate well, and as a result, they paid for it.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Mike D'Antoni gave to his team during that break. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said, they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
That kind of power move has become a trademark for him.
Well, it's without question Kobe Bryant is always going to be known as one of the great scorers in the history of the game. But for the kids watching at home, it is really worth reminding you of this. He can do it all. He's fundamentally sound in all aspects of the game. He defends, he rebounds, he passes. To be one of the true greats, you can't just focus on one thing. You need to be able to do a little bit of everything and do it all well.
Howard, that's good.
Drop back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over.
Kobe, the pass to Young. That's good, and it's Kobe with the assist. Kobe's got his 9th assist in the game now. And for Kobe Bryant last season, right at the top among shooting guards and rebounds and assists.
And despite his workload offensively, he's a very good defender, too, especially on the ball. He's been all defense 9 times on that first team, 12 all defense selections overall in his career, tied with Kevin Garnett for the all-time lead in both categories.
Houston making a switch. Beverly's checked in. Shoots a fader. Again, Los Angeles.
This has been a different kind of game here in the second half. I thought both clubs a little slow in the first.
No question, but they're really going at it now.
Parsons against Young. And Parsons kicks to Howard. Fades and shoots. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And the Rockets lead by 3.
That's the kind of finish we've got used to seeing from him in the low post.
Here's Clement. The inbound, no good. Rockets leading by 3. Hard with it, picked up by Kobe. It's Harden with the drive. The dish to Beverly. Back to Harden. Parsons outside. He feeds it to Howard. It's good, and it's free contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. Free throw good, Howard.
Good one for the throat now. A few more trips like that one, and we might be able to put this one in the books.
Nash dishes to Young. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. Young's got 17 points here in the second half. Here's Harden. Again, the Rockets score.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And Kobe, here we go. Harden against Nash. Beverly. And down it goes. Dunk through. Wonderful assist.
Wow, they are just red hot, guys, not missing a thing.
Sometimes you see a player get on a tear like this, Steve, but never an entire team.
Harden against Kobe. Cut the bucket.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Rockets leading by 6. Deflected.
Time is definitely not on their side at this point.
Yeah, they need a quick bucket.
And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Boy, that was a massive sequence of events there. Absolutely clutch. Defense to trigger the break.
And we've seen games decided on plays, Clark, just like that.
Effort and hustle plays often are big plays for a team.
Yeah, what a time to blow up a play and then turn it into a slam at the other end.
It falls. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Boy, his performance from long range has been incredible.
I know that was your shot, Steve, and today it's his too.
They are not letting up, guys. They just keep coming at him.
And I'd say that lead is too big to overcome at this point.
Young from outside connects. And now they trail by just 4.
It's been a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range. He's in a groove, and that tray of his has just been dead.
Somebody set a fire under Pau Gasol.
Houston's on 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. And the Lakers call time here. They're down by 2. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, we'll see what they come up with. Plenty of time. If they execute, they should be able to get a good look here.
I agree with you, Steve, but I'd like to see him pound it inside and try to get to the rim.
Young passes to Kobe. Feeds it to Nash. Back to Kobe. To tie it up. Buries it. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
That is a clutch shot if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, very gutsy there. What more can you say? He got it done at the best time.
Here's Beverly. Harden outside. Here's Howard. It's good!
Whether by design or accident, that was a very high-quality shot they created.
So it's a miracle here for the Warriors pulling it out for the W. Thought it was anybody's game right to the very end.
Yeah, it was. The coaches happy with the outcome, but maybe not so much with the margin.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Norris, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan player of the game, James Harden.
Another huge ending here in Toyota Center as they won in another endings, another game-winning shots. Not James Harden, it's D12. Dwight Howard of the Houston Rockets walk off here in Toyota Center. Gilbert Vasquez will be hurt for 1 to 2 weeks due to the sore knee. He will be able to continue to play. And again, Dustin DeBreeze continues unable to move or trigger buttons. Jay Crowder is now healing now. Teletovic. Steven Jackson will be hurt for 1 to 2 weeks from strained calf. Shabazz Muhammad. Nene, he will heal now. Along with Harrington. So that was a good right there. So that will be in. Unfortunately, Devin Harris not yet cleared to play. As they look at the last second shot down to the last second end game. You see Harden got 30-11. Dwight Howard 25 points. And Nick Young got 35, even Kobe Bryant 19-11. And unlike the last meeting between those two teams, each other, that was the last two teams in actually each other the last two meetings here in Houston. James Harden hit the game-winning shot with a step-back jumper, 32 and 10. Howard got 20 and 8. Nick Young got 31. Brian got 25. So I've been delayed since I was eating food right now. So we're checking out once again some view box score. 32 and 10 for James Harden. Dwight Howard 20 points and 8 assists. And then for the Lakers, we got Nick Young with 31 and Kobe Bryant got 25. And let's check out this next matchup between those two teams. Actually, the last same matchups with some jerseys in the game-winning shot in the final seconds. And the other hand, let's check out the Lakers and the Rockets last two matchups. Yeah, I'm burped now. So we can check out the box score. Lakers got James Harden got 11. Dwight Howard got 25. Nick Young got 35. So I wanted each game. Yeah. And now
Repeat, do not.
walk.
Next time na lang. Call mo si Aya ha.
Yes. So now tomorrow.
If may emergency, sino call mo?
Alright, so let's check out tomorrow. So next schedule, we're off the Madison Square Garden in the Pepsi Center. We got the first matchup of the day. LeBron James and Dwayne Wade of the Miami Heat take on Carmelo Anthony and J.R. Smith of the New York Knicks, and followed by the second game, Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook of the Oklahoma City Thunder take on JaVale McGee and Ty Lawson of the Denver Nuggets. That should be interesting. So now let's check out some playoff picture updates. Right now, you see Miami Heat are the top seed with 33-2, best team in the record. Bulls are the second seed, Hawks the third, Nets fifth, fourth seed with the losing records. Bucks are the 5 seed, Pistons the 6 seed. We got the Wizards the 7, Pacers the 8 seed, and the hunt it was the Bobcats. And because the Nets are the losing record, causing them not yet to format, as the NBA needs to change in format until 2016, as the best place finish right there in the home court, lowest seed, the home court advantage are no longer. And meanwhile, on the Western Conference side, let's check out the Western Conference. We got the Rockets, the first place. We got the Clippers first, the second place, the Spurs, the third, OKC, Blazers, Lakers, Pelicans, and the Warriors. In the hunt, it was Grizzlies, Nuggets, Timberwolves, and the Mavericks. That will be in 10th place right here, the Grizzlies and the Nuggets, 9th and 10th slot below, and the playoffs around the finish. So, unfortunately, continually unable to bolt on, causing the dust and debris again. I want to switch out and going to prepare a new controller. Is this the end of the controller right now? So, he's keeping disconnected until right now, and as you can see, he's still moving, annoying it. You need to keep more unplugged in, and as you can see, the continuing dust and debris with cheese continues. Unbelievable. And you know what? I'm gonna go for keyboard inside. As it did not upload. And then you see here and there now not yet moved. So unfortunately, is this the end of the controller right now? So now let's check out some updates and more more importantly, on January 15th. On January 15th, ESPN Friday announced there will be flex out. The Utah Jazz and the San Antonio Spurs were removed due to the Derek Favors out of the season due to the torn MCL injury, will be replaced by the Dallas Mavericks and the Los Angeles Clippers, and the Denver Nuggets, Golden State Warriors will be remain. So unfortunately, not flex candidates over Miami Heat versus Washington Wizards, the Bulls, Magic, Grizzlies, Bucks, and the Rockets, Pelicans. Not that one. So instead, Nuggets, Warriors, and Mavericks, Clippers. We have a doubleheader on ESPN Wednesday. Hopefully, a Devin Harris bring back. So we wrap up the save files as I approach 1 hour. We reached the 1 hour unfortunately because of delay was eating food. And now, next game, we're off the Madison Square Garden in New York City. We got the 2 of the better rivalries in the Eastern Conference, featuring LeBron James and Dwayne Wade of the Miami Heat take on Carmelo Anthony and J.R. Smith of the New York Knicks, and followed by the second game, we're going to Pepsi Center in Denver. We got Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook of the Oklahoma City Thunder take on JaVale McGee and Ty Lawson of the Denver Nuggets. And that wraps up. This is Andre Kenshin here at Toyota Center. Won a huge end game here in Toyota Center at the H-Downs. The Rockets survived over the Lakers 107-105. And the NBA playoffs, as you see amidst that right now, the Pacers take down the Cleveland Cavaliers, the top seed in advance the Eastern Conference Finals once again. The Thunder are up 3-2. Meanwhile, Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves are now one more win to return Western Conference Finals. And New York Knicks are looking to return the conference finals for the first time in 25 years. Because due to the losing the superstar of the Boston Celtics, it was Jason Tatum. Now will be tomorrow night, hopefully, if Anthony Edwards and Jalen Brunson try to close up against the 2 of the superstar teams in injury against Golden State and Boston. And the other hand, the NFL schedules are approaching. I saw them right now, the YouTube community post right here. I saw the YouTube community post right now. You look at the YouTube community post right now. You see, I post the YouTube community post right here. You see, we got the 2025 NFL kickoff on NBC here. We're opening night here in Philadelphia, featuring the NFC East rivalry. Dak Prescott, the return as the Dallas Cowboys travel to Philadelphia against the defending Super Bowl 59 champion Philadelphia Eagles, and led by Jalen Hurts. Saturday night doubleheader on Fox. We saw division rivalry features the rematch of the NFC Championship game between Jalen Hurts and the Eagles take on Jaden Daniels of the Commanders, and followed by the second game, the oldest NFC North rivalry, Jordan Love of the Green Bay Packers take on Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, on the Prime Video, we got the Black Friday. Another Philadelphia, we got Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears take on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles in Week 13. And then the Christmas game, where heads to Kansas City, we got the AFC West rivalry. It's Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos take on the defending AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs, led by Patrick Mahomes. Monday Night Football goes to Lambeau Field. We got the rematch of the NFC wildcard game featuring Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles take on Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers. And finally, international series are almost set up, as the Kansas City Chiefs and the LA Chargers are leagued in Brazil, and all confirms our schedule set. We got the Vikings versus Steelers in Dublin. Imagine if Aaron Rodgers will go to join with Pittsburgh Steelers with DJ Watt after Russell Wilson go to Giants. We got the Vikings and the Browns, and now for the first time ever in international series history, as the Vikings will play back-to-back games in the international series here in London and Dublin. In Week 6, we got the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets, and also in London. We got the Los Angeles Rams and the Jacksonville Jaguars, another London. Week 10, we got the Atlanta Falcons and the Indianapolis Colts here in Berlin. And Week 11, we got the Washington Commanders take on Miami Dolphins here in Madrid. So as you can see, the NFL will ready to start soon. The schedule lists are approached with 24 hours away now, and we're going tomorrow night. So once again, this is Andre Kenshin. Won a huge end game here in Toyota Center in Houston as the Rockets defeat the Lakers 107-105. This is Andre Kenshin. Say song for Toyota Center in Houston. We'll see you tomorrow for another doubleheader for you here at Madison Square Garden, New York City, and then Pepsi Center in Denver for the Miami Heat take on the New York Knicks, followed by the Oklahoma City Thunder take on Denver Nuggets. Once again, this is Andre Kenshin. Say so long and have a wonderful day. We'll see you tomorrow. It's time to say sign up and peace out. Good night. And reminder, we'll see you tomorrow for the doubleheader in New York for the Heat and the Knicks, and in Denver for the Thunder and Nuggets. Sign up and peace out. Good night and thanks for watching.